Lucky Philip Dube was born on August 3, 1964, in Ermelo, a small town in what was then the Eastern Transvaal, South Africa. He was born premature and sick. His mother, Sarah, was told he might not survive. The family named him Lucky because he survived. The name stuck for life. He grew up poor. His dad left when he was young. His mother worked as a domestic worker for white families. Young Lucky would go with her and sit outside while she cleaned. South Africa in the 70s was apartheid. Signs everywhere. Whites only. Black people needed passes to move around. Police could stop you anytime. But in that house, there was music. His mother loved gospel. On the radio came American soul, and on the pirate stations came reggae from Jamaica Bob Marley, Peter Tosh. Lucky didn't go to high school. At 14, he had to work to help his mother. He did odd jobs, but at night he sang. First in church choir, then in a local group called the Skyway Band. They played Zulu pop called Mbaqanga. Lucky was the lead singer. By 18, he had already recorded 6 albums with them, but he felt something was missing. In 1982, Lucky heard Bob Marley's Legend album. That changed everything. He said later, "When I heard reggae, I knew this was the music I was supposed to play. It spoke about oppression, and that's what we were living." He started writing reggae songs in Zulu and English. His friends told him he was crazy. Reggae is Jamaican. South Africans don't do reggae. In 1984, he released his first solo reggae album, Rastas Never Die. It sold badly. Radio wouldn't play it. The apartheid government didn't like the message. He tried again in 1985. Think about the children. Still nothing. Then in 1986, he dropped Slave. The title track was about apartheid. It blew up. South Africans heard a black man singing in their language, but with the power of reggae. It was new. It was dangerous. It was true. The government banned some of his songs. Police came to his shows, but people bought the tapes anyway. Apartheid artists couldn't tour easily, so Lucky did something bold. In 1989, he flew to the Netherlands and recorded Prisoner. Then he started touring Europe. White kids in Amsterdam were singing in Zulu, together as one. Black kids in London were crying to victims. He became the first South African to get a gold record outside South Africa. In 1990, Nelson Mandela was released. Apartheid was ending. Lucky's music became the soundtrack. Songs like Remember Me and It's Not Easy spoke to a country trying to heal. In 1993, he signed with Gallo Records and released House of Exile. It sold over 1 million copies worldwide. That made him the biggest-selling reggae artist outside of Bob Marley. He was touring 200 days a year. USA, Jamaica, Africa, Europe. Everywhere he went, he carried the South African flag. He never moved to Jamaica. He said, "I'm African, my reggae has to sound African." So he added horns, African drums, and sang in Zulu, Sodo, and English. After 1994, South Africa was free. But Lucky saw new problems: crime, HIV/AIDS, corruption, poverty. So he sang about that too. Trinity 1995. Different colors, one people. The Way It Is 1999. How many more times about police brutality? The Other Side 2001. Respect 2006. Mr. Government. He wasn't political for a party. He was political for the people. He spoke out against xenophobia, against men beating women, against leaders stealing. On stage, he was calm, dreadlocks, bare feet. He didn't cuss. He didn't hype. He just talked to you like an elder. Then the band would drop the beat and 20,000 people would sing. He won over 20 music awards. He was the only artist to win 5 OKTV awards in a row. But he still lived in a normal house in Roosendaal, Johannesburg. He drove himself. Kids in the neighborhood knew him as Uncle Lucky. On October 18, 2007, Lucky was in Roosendaal. He had just dropped his 2 sons and his brother off after a family function. He was driving his Chrysler 300C home. At an intersection, 5 men in another car pulled up and tried to carjack him. Lucky didn't know they had guns. They shot into his car. One bullet hit him. He died on the way to the hospital. He was 43 years old. The whole country stopped. Radio stations played only Lucky Dube for 24 hours. President Thabo Mbeki called it a tragic loss. 7 men were later arrested. 5 were convicted of murder. South Africans were angry, not just because he died, but because he died the way so many ordinary people die, in crime. Lucky Dube sold over 4 million albums, but numbers aren't the point. He Africanized reggae. Before him, African reggae artists copied Jamaicans. Lucky made reggae sound like home. He sang in Zulu about township life. He used African guitars. He proved you don't have to leave Africa to be global. He spoke truth without hate. Even at the height of apartheid, he didn't sing "Kill the White Man." He sang "Together as One." After apartheid, he didn't sing "Hate the Government." He sang "Mr. Government, please help the people." He believed music should correct, not just curse. He was for everyone. In his concerts, you'd see black, white, Indian, Zulu, Xhosa, students, grandmothers. He sang about HIV when it was taboo. He sang about fathers leaving. He sang about God. He stayed humble. At his peak, he could have lived in LA or London. He stayed in South Africa. He said, "If I leave, who will sing for the people here?" From a sick baby in Ermelo to the biggest reggae star Africa ever produced. From singing in church to singing at the United Nations. Lucky Dube lived 43 years. He recorded 22 albums. Most famous line, "I'm not a politician, I'm just a messenger." And the message was, remember me when you're in a better place. Remember the struggles. Remember the people. Today, taxi drivers in Johannesburg still play Victims. Students in Kenya still play House of Exile. Kids in Port Harcourt still play Different Colors. He didn't die with a gun in his hand. He died with a guitar in his heart. Together as one, we can move mountains. Lucky Dube.